Hey everyone, and welcome to my XGen tutorial. So today I'm going to be going over my process of using XGen. I dove into it recently. I'd actually been putting it off for quite a while because I thought, I looked into it and I checked out some tutorials, and to me it seemed quite expression heavy. So you have to do a bit of scripting, a bit of coding to get the look that you want, get an effective looking result. But I went through a few tutorials online that I found on YouTube and stuff like that, and I found out that you can achieve a pretty solid look without having to go down the road of writing expressions and things like that to get a convincing hairstyle. So I thought I'd put together my knowledge of what I learned from these tutorials and also what I've learned along the way, and do a more in-depth tutorial where we do a hairstyle on an actual character's head, which I actually struggled to find. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that together. So first things first, basically in all my tutorials, I talk about the importance of reference. So you could go onto Pinterest and type in hairstyles or something like that, but a lot of what you're going to get, a lot of the results you're going to get are going to be girls who've gone to the hairdresser and got an amazing haircut for their wedding or for a bridesmaid or something like that. But a lot of them are, and if that's the reference that you need for your character, then that's awesome, that's great. But with what I'm going to be trying to generate today, it's not quite on those lines. So by collecting reference, which is what I do on a daily basis, this is all my folders full of tens of thousands of images of reference, which I can then go back and look upon when I need to. I find it's better just to find photos of random people and use that as reference, which you just get such a diverse range of different, in this case, different hairstyles. But so we can look at these and it'll give you a really nice idea of the flow and the volumes of the hair and different ideas for hairstyles, and how we've got this major clumping happening here, and then these little more sparse clumps which are coming off to the sides. And information like this for us is really important, and you'll see why as I delve more into the tutorial and we start actually generating the hair. But just by looking at different reference and things like that, you start to get a good idea of the flow, as I was saying, the flow of the hair, the variation in lengths. This guy's got shorter on the sides, longer on top. And what I've learned from using XGen is you're better off generating the shorter hair as a separate descriptor to the hair on the longer hair on top, because you're going to want some varying settings to both, which you don't want happening on one or the other. So today what I'm going to be generating though is I'm going to be doing the head hair. I'm also going to be doing the eyebrows, the eyelashes, and the peach fuzz, and a beard. So I'm doing quite a bit that you can work from, and hopefully by the end of it you'll have the hang of it, and you'll understand how to go about creating your own hairstyles for your characters. If you don't know what peach fuzz is, it's this really light, you can just see it here, it's this really light layer of hair which actually covers your entire body or your entire face, except some key areas like your palms, the palms of your feet and hands, in between your fingers, your lips, your eyelids, and some other places as well. But basically you'll find that this peach fuzz is over the entire body. So we can only see it here, but that's because the surface is falling off to the side, but this hair is actually all over the place. And it's very important when you're going for realism in a character. But but once again, just looking at reference of what the hair's doing is great, like the flow of it, where the part in the hair may be, all that sort of stuff. So today, the character which I'm going to be doing this on is another giant. It's not the giant which that you probably know best from like my ArtStation, but it's another one which I created specifically to do a skin tutorial. But before I did the skin tutorial, I wanted to like finish him up, give him some hair and stuff like that to help him look a bit more realistic and give him a bit more character, basically. So in learning XGen, I thought while it's still fresh in my mind, it would be better for me to do the hair tutorial first, and then I'll get on to doing the skin tutorial later for anyone who's interested in that. So the character which I'm doing is this giant. So I'll go to my giant reference, because obviously a giant isn't going to have a hairstyle like this where it's very like this guy's gone to the hairdresser, gotten a nice haircut, he's got variation in length and stuff like that. So I want something which suits my character a bit better, and the primary reference I want to use is this one. So yeah, obviously this guy's got a beard, he's got eyebrows, eyelashes, he's got like this nice wispy hair. This guy really, to me, looks very much like he could be a giant. And he's also got all these hairs over his back and shoulders and stuff. He's got so much character. I love this massive hook in his nose. And his brow, which like falls back rather than goes up like a lot of other people. But this guy's just got so much character about him, and I thought it was great reference for doing a giant. So I think this is going to be my primary piece of reference. So I'm basically looking at how the hair is flowing down the side here, and then it like gradually starts flowing to the back a bit more as it goes back here. And how the hair is denser on the sides and more wispy on the top where he's balding, but it's like still quite messy and has a lot of interest to it. And then his beard, same thing, very wiry beard. The hair looks a bit thicker on the beard, and then it goes up to his moustache, and he's got like a bit of a bald spot here down below the side of the lip. So yeah, just stuff like that is what I'm looking for. How far the beard is away from the ear here. Where does it start growing? Yeah, just stuff like that. Another reference which I really like is this guy. Once again, like he's a fantastic character with great features and an amazing silhouette to this big hook nose and then this jutting bottom lip and chin. So he's got a lot of great things going on, and I really like his hair as well, how it's kind of like flicking up at the top here, and it's quite, it's like really stuck to the surface of his head. It's really flush against the cranium, but yeah, this is another reference that I really like. This guy is pretty good as well. I like his kind of wispy looking beard and his moustache. Like, it's not very dense, but I kind of like that part of the character. It's like he doesn't really care about how he looks, and yeah, same with the eyebrows. The eyebrows are very interesting on this guy. His expression overall is amazing in his nose. This was actually one of the references that I used when I was sculpting the character itself. So yeah, something like this is probably not what we want to go for. This is too clean and combed. And yeah, it looks like he's had a proper haircut and all that. So this isn't wild and crazy enough. But once again, his beard is quite good reference for what I'm going to be going for. Especially the fact that his beard is a different color to his hair. I think that's quite interesting and could be something that I could look at doing. But yeah. So yeah, taking this as our primary source of reference. I'm going to go into the next step, which is going into ZBrush, and you'll see the model which I'm going to be generating this hair onto. And we're going to start creating the scalps for these different regions of hair. So I'll see you there.